Bus, who apparently was out here cussing people out at this whole festival situation, Essence Fest. So Busta Rhymes wasn't apparently feeling the crowd's energy during his performance at Essence Fest on Friday. And to his chagrin, he literally went on and popped off. From what I was hearing, people said it was on TV. I'm like, they was actually broadcasting that. If I would have known that, I'd have watched it. But then again, I wasn't home, so I wasn't able to see it. I didn't even know that this was going on. So we do have a clip that I want to show y'all of him going off on the audience, and I want to know if y'all think, was he right in what he did? Please hold.
Hey, yo, fuck them camera phones, too. Let's get back to interacting like humans. Put them weird-ass devices down. I ain't from that era. Them shits don't control the soul. Fuck your phone. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I will point every last one of y'all out until y'all asses is up. 33 years of doing this shit, I ain't used to niggas sitting down at my show. I don't give a fuck. All age groups, get your ass up now. I see you, beautiful queen. Get up, too. Fuck going on? Everybody up top, too. Get your big head asses up.
Not big headed ass.
Look, the reason why there will be zero tolerance for bullshit energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the fucking 30-year anniversary of the Essence Festival. This my first time. This my brother's first time. This my other brother's first time. That's right. Make me feel like we home.
Hey, y'all was at Rock the Mic too.
You want to turn it up, say turn.
Okay, that goes to show she wasn't paying attention. I said, y'all was at the Rock the Mic tour. Yeah, but that was an Essence Fest. That's what he said. That's his first time in New Orleans at the Essence Fest. Because he literally was on The View, I don't think last week, because last week they were doing, I think they were on vacation because of July 4th. I think they came back yesterday officially with the new episodes. But Busta was on The View 2 weeks ago with one of the, I think the main organizer. I don't know if it's the president or whatever. I don't remember the title of the lady. But he was there with the lady, and they were talking about, Essence Fest and how they brought him on and that whole sort of thing. So that's his first time in New Orleans at Essence Fest. I know the lady and that was piping up in the background that recorded this and posted on social media was like, but you was in yeah, I'm sure he's been in New Orleans before. 30-something years in the game. Of course he's gone through there. That, Nolans. But in regards of this situation, this is his first time performing at Essence Fest. And this reminds me also, like we talked about last month, when Method Man performed with Redman at Summer Jam. At, at the arena, when they had the little arena event or whatever. At the UBS arena, that's what it is. I actually don't live too far from the UBS arena. But, he popped off and said, I'm never performing here ever again, because it was a whole generation gap situation. So I'm sitting there wondering, is it the same for Busta Bus? Like in the audience for that tour, the Essence Festival, maybe in my opinion, I mean, I don't know, I've never been there, but I would always assume that the audience for the Essence Fest skewers older. So you got people there that's in their 40s, that well, probably over 40, over 45, more or less pushing 50s, 60s, that sort of thing. So you're going to have a lot of older people up in there. But if I'm a Busta fan, definitely I'm going to be up on my feet having a good damn time. And I'm like, look, I hope that y'all not going to be doing this at his tour, what's it called, Out of This World tour with him, Missy, and Sierra. I hope y'all not going to do that with them. I really hope that y'all going to actually give them, get up there and be hyped or whatever the case was. But I don't know. I just feel like the times are different. Look, Madonna had the same situation with the tour that she was on, the Celebration tour. There was not a lot of people that were full of energy that was up there happy to see, we were happy to see her and we was enjoying the show. I was up on my feet the whole night, singing the songs, having a good time, getting my drink on. And that was that. But everybody else, I noticed, like, there was people in front of me, they skewed older, so they were sitting down. throughout most of the show. I stood up and I dared somebody to tell me to sit down because I've been noticing this too working at, the garden when we have a lot of shows. People have been complaining about people standing up. And it's like, what's wrong with people? Like, if I'm at a concert, I'm not sitting my ass down. Like, I had literally had some people complain to me about a guy and his girlfriend that stood up the whole night because they were, and they were young. Because I told you, it's generations, especially with Billy Joel. People were complaining about, I mean, I get it. A lot of Billy Joel fans, yeah, a lot of y'all got one foot in the grave, and that's no shade. Just saying. A lot of the fans there was Billy age, if not older. So there was older people there. I guess people with disabilities that couldn't really stand up. So the guy and his girlfriend was standing up, and I had to go over and I had to converse with him. I'm like, you know what? I get it. Like, I'm sorry, this whole situation, but if y'all could try not to stand up the whole show, then that'd be, great because people are complaining, unfortunately. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just thought people could stand up if they want to enjoy the show. Who just wants to sit down like we at the opera? Like, to me, that's boring. And now it's like well, I don't want to say it's a young people thing, but I've been always standing up at concerts. But I guess people feel like, well, if you want to stand up, then you need to get a floor seat. Well, a floor season costs damn near the same price as my rent. I would get a floor seat. But I feel like if people, whether you're in the cheap seats or the expensive seats, you should be allowed to stand up if you want. Same thing with another concert. I'm trying to remember another concert. I think it was like the Melly Martinez or one of them concerts. There was some young girls that were standing up. An older guy who was like over 6 feet came up to me and complained about the girls standing up. I paid all this money for a ticket, and these girls are standing up and blocking my view. So I had to go over and talk to them. They understood. I was like, if y'all want, just move over a little bit. And they were little skinny things. So I was like, if y'all just move over a little bit and not in his way so he could see the stage, that'd be great. But I don't want to ruin y'all experience where y'all got to sit down. Now, of course, when I'm talking to them, they're self-conscious because now this guy that was behind them is bitching about them standing up. Just a bunch of young girls having a good time, like watching the show, standing up. There should be nothing wrong with that. Let them enjoy their thing. It's just, but getting back to Busta Rhymes, you're not a part. You've aged out of the demographic of the kids, of your audience being up there, jumping up and down, having the energy to be giving what you give. Because Busta be on some whole nother level with the way he performs. So you can't get mad at your audience because they're not giving you that same energy. Like I said, the same thing with Madonna. I know she was probably getting irritated, which is why she's probably using a lot more of that overseas footage than she would with the American footage. Because when she went overseas, when she went to Mexico City and she went to Brazil and performed, the audience reaction was way more different than America. So maybe what it is in America is that we take our artists for granted. Whereas in European markets, they show way more appreciation for these artists because it's not often they get to see them. We take things for granted because we know Taylor Swift is going to perform in America. We know Madonna's going to go on a tour and give us a show. We know all these other American artists, like a Busta Rhymes, whatever, is going to come over here and give us a show. But over in Europe, you'll get the energy that you want because there's no guarantee that they're actually going to go over there and give a show, let alone they could sell out a show the same way they would in America. So unfortunately, that's the way kind of like our environment is in the US. We take our artists for granted. And it's sad because I truly am a fan of artistry. I'm a fan of creativity and I'm a fan of music. And y'all need to give Busta his flowers. Because Busta definitely be putting it down. Busta is somebody who definitely, even at his old age, 50-something years old, not old as in old, but I'm saying old age, English talk. You know what I mean? I'm not meaning in an anti-aging type of way. So when we have that, it's like I don't know. It is what it is. I know. I just hope he ain't gonna do that shit. Do every show though, because that would be annoying. That okay, now Busta gonna be cussing everybody out. You're gonna start turning people off. And people gonna be like, I ain't going to that mother father show anymore because he just be disrespectful. So anyway, I'll say all this the same. What do y'all think of this story? Do y'all think Busta was in the wrong for going in and letting have on the audience for not standing up and giving him, that same energy that he was putting out, because definitely Busta puts it down and say, I've seen him perform and stuff, so he definitely puts on a good show. Him and Spliff, his partner in crime, they be up there giving us what we need in regards to the performances. I mean, look, it's way better than what a lot of these new artists be doing. Y'all be half-assing it on these stages with your mediocre ass rap songs. Y'all have no stage presence, but at least Busta be up there giving us a show. So, but then he also got to realize, what, everybody back be hurting, the feet be hurting. They be coming out here looking their Sunday best at these parties. I mean, at these shows, and they can't be up here hopping up and down. They be in pain the next day. So let me know what y'all think of the story down below.